Let me ask you something. Why do some people stay cool under pressure while others totally lose it? Why do some keep pushing through pain, failure, and setbacks while others tap out the second things get tough? It's not because they're lucky. It's not because they're more talented. It's because they've built mental toughness. Most people never do. They avoid hard things, wait around for motivation, and then wonder why life keeps hitting them so hard. But that changes today, because by the end of this video, you won't just know what mental strength is, you'll know exactly how to build it. If you're done with quitting, tired of second-guessing yourself, and ready to take control, let's dive in. The mindset shift that changes everything. All right, first things first, you've got to change how you look at challenges. Here's the deal. Life isn't supposed to be easy. It's not always smooth. And yeah, it's not always fair either. But that doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're living. Everyone falls down. Everyone hits walls. But mentally strong people, they don't stay down. They get back up. Think of your mind like a muscle. It doesn't grow by staying comfortable. It grows when it's pushed, when it's tested. If you always choose the easy way, your mental strength stays small. Then when life really gets tough, you snap. But here's the shift you need to make. Every struggle you go through, that's practice. Every setback, that's training. When you stop seeing problems as punishment and start seeing them as preparation, you stop running from pressure and start rising to it. That's how you build a bulletproof mindset. A real story of unbreakable resilience. Oprah Winfrey. Let's talk about someone who embodies this mindset. Oprah Winfrey. You see, the billionaire, the icon, the media mogul now, but most people don't know where she started. Born into poverty in Mississippi, raised by a teenage single mother, she experienced abuse, neglect, and trauma, all before she was a teenager. By 14, she was pregnant and lost the baby shortly after birth. By any standard, her life was supposed to be a statistic, not a success story, but Oprah made a choice. She chose to rise. She chose education. She chose self-belief. And most of all, she chose not to be defined by her past. She started small, reading news on the radio, then a local TV gig, then a talk show no one expected to work, and then she changed the world. But make no mistake, there were plenty of reasons to quit along the way. Plenty of failure, rejections, racism, sexism, people telling her she wasn't good enough. But she kept going. She kept growing. She stayed disciplined. Today, she's one of the most powerful women in the world. Not because of her background, but because of her mindset. You don't have to be Oprah, but if someone with every reason to quit could rise to greatness, what's stopping you? Redefining failure. It's not the end. Most people see failure as a wall. They hit it and they stop. They take it as a sign that they're not good enough, that it's over, that they should just quit. But mentally strong people, they see failure differently. They treat it like a mirror. It reflects back what needs to change, what needs work, where to adjust, and how to come back stronger. Think about this. Every successful person you look up to has failed more times than you probably realize. Take Oprah, for example. She was actually fired from her first news job, told she wasn't fit for television. Imagine if she had believed that. Imagine if she let that one failure define her. Failure only becomes permanent if you stop moving. But if you keep learning, if you stay in the game, adapt, and keep showing up, failure stops being the end. It becomes fuel. It becomes part of the process. So don't run from it. Use it. 3 things you need to stop doing to build mental strength. If you want to build real mental strength, it's not just about what you start doing. It's also about what you need to stop doing. There are a few habits that quietly destroying your mindset, and if you want to grow, you've got to let them go. The first one? Complaining. Mentally strong people don't sit around whining about everything that goes wrong. Sure, it might feel good in the moment to vent, but the truth is, it doesn't actually change anything. Every second you spend complaining is a second you could have used to grow, to fix the problem, or to figure out a way around it. And if you can't fix it, accept it. Either way, you move forward. That's the mindset. The second thing you've got to drop is chasing comfort. Let's be real. Growth never happens in your comfort zone. You can't build strength while staying safe. If you want to get tougher, you have to do hard things on purpose. Seek discomfort. Lean into the things that challenge you. That's where the real progress happens. And finally, stop making excuses. Excuses protect your ego, but rob your potential. There's always a reason not to try. But mentally strong people don't hide behind blame. They take responsibility. They own their choices, and that's exactly why they grow. How to control your emotions under pressure. A lot of people think being mentally tough means acting cold, shutting down, or pretending you don't feel anything. But that's not true. Mental toughness isn't about ignoring your emotions. It's about not letting your emotions control you. So, how do you stay calm when everything feels intense? Here's how to take back control in the heat of the moment. First, pause before you react. When something triggers you, don't respond right away. Just stop and breathe. Count to 5. That tiny pause can be a game changer. It gives your brain a second to catch up before your emotions take over. And sometimes that's all you need to avoid saying or doing something you'll regret. Next, name what you're feeling. Instead of saying, "I'm angry," say, "I feel angry." It sounds small, but it makes a big difference. It reminds you that emotions come and go. You're feeling something, but it's not who you are. You're not your anger. You're just going through it, and that's okay. Then respond with intention, not impulse. Just because you feel something doesn't mean you have to act on it. Emotions are like messengers. They're trying to tell you something, but they don't get to run the show. You can feel frustrated and still stay calm. You can feel hurt and still choose a thoughtful response. That's real strength. The goal isn't to shut down or stop feeling. It's to feel fully and still stay in control of what you do next. That's how you build emotional control. That's how you stay grounded under pressure. And that is real mental toughness. Discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation is awesome for getting started. It gives you that little spark, the excitement to try something new. But here's the problem. It doesn't last. Motivation comes and goes. One day you're fired up, the next day you don't even want to get out of bed. And if you only take action when you feel motivated, you're not going to get very far. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's getting up and going to the gym when you're tired. It's writing that email, finishing that task, pushing through, even when you'd rather do anything else. And here's something people don't always realize. Every time you follow through on something hard, you build a little more trust in yourself. You prove that you can stick to your word, that you don't quit when it's uncomfortable. And that, not motivation, is where real confidence comes from. Not the hype, not the mood, just showing up again and again. That's what builds mental strength. That's how real progress is made. Build systems, not just goals. Goals are great. They give you direction and something to work toward. But let's be honest, goals don't mean much without a system to back them up. Saying, "I want to get fit" is a goal. But going to the gym 4 times a week, no matter what? That's a system. That's what actually gets you results. Saying, "I want to be mentally strong" is a nice goal. But the system might be, "I journal, I meditate, I do something hard every day." That's how you become mentally strong. See the difference? Goals are what you want. Systems are what you actually do every day. When you build systems and stick to them, results aren't just possible, they're inevitable. Because it's not your goals that shape your life, it's your daily habits. So stop waiting around for motivation to show up. Start building routines. Create a system that works. And then stick to it. That's how real transformation happens. Daily habits that build a bulletproof mind. Mental strength doesn't come from reading quotes or watching motivational videos. It's not something you just flip on like a light switch. It's something you build day by day, little by little. Small habits, simple actions, repeated over time. There are 4 daily habits that can completely shift your mindset and make you stronger from the inside out. One of the most powerful habits is waking up early consistently, even when you don't feel like it. It's not about the time on the clock. It's about doing something hard right at the start of your day. When you wake up early, especially on the days you don't feel like it, you're training your mind to follow through no matter what. You're building discipline before the day even starts. Next one is take a few minutes each day for stillness. No phone, no noise, no distractions. Just sit, breathe. Let your brain slow down for a minute. It sounds small, but it's powerful. When you practice stillness, you train your focus, you get better at managing your emotions. And in a world that's constantly demanding your attention, choosing silence is a real strength. Do something hard or something you've been avoiding. Every day, do something hard on purpose, something you've been putting off. It doesn't have to be huge. Maybe it's sending that email, finishing an assignment, or having a tough conversation. Whatever it is, just do it. Mental strength isn't built by doing what's easy. It's built by doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Practice delayed gratification. Try waiting 10 minutes before checking your phone. Finish your work before grabbing that snack. Resist giving in to whatever urge pops up. This habit helps you build patience and self-control over your impulses. And that's what mental toughness is really about. Not giving in to every feeling, but choosing what's best for your future self. None of these habits are complicated, but they're not easy either. And that's the point. They challenge you in small ways every day. And those small challenges, they build big strength over time. That's how you build a bulletproof mind. One day, one habit at a time. Make the choice today. You don't have to change your whole life overnight. Just take one small step. Start doing the stuff you've been putting off. Start showing up with more purpose. Start becoming the version of yourself you know you're capable of being. Because here's the truth, your future self isn't built by luck. They're built by the choices you make today. So ask yourself, are you going to stay in your comfort zone and keep everything the same? Or are you ready to step up and start building real mental strength? That choice is yours. If this video spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it too. And if you're serious about growing and getting stronger, hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started. Stay strong, keep showing up, and I'll catch you in the next one.